How to date better during this pandemic. Sharp King coming at you with another episode from ChooseYourRelationships.com, author of Boss Life Secrets, which can be found on Amazon.com. So a lot of guys have been talking about, how do they maneuver and go about meeting women and dating during these pandemic. And I'm gonna just tell you what I've been seeing over the past 5 months where I'm at, because this is when where I live at in Georgia. Everything kicked off 5 months ago. So basically, everything has been the way it's been since February here where I live, and everything started shutting down early March, and now it's August. So, like the video, share the video, subscribe to my channel if you like this video. So, you have to realize a lot of women out here, and they're nervous. They're scared to death. This is not the best time to meet new people. But I'm not saying you shouldn't meet new people. It's still a good idea to get outside and socialize or call people or what I've been seeing, a lot of people have been doing Zoom and Skype meetups, virtual meetups. Now this might sound crazy, but a lot of people will schedule a time slot to get on Zoom or get on Skype and have a drink, even have dinner virtually. The other person's on the other side, wherever. They could be across town, they could be another state, wherever they at. I've seen people buy dinner, sent it to the other person with a bottle of wine, whatever drink, and the both of them eat at the same time, drink, and talk at the same time on Zoom and Skype. I've actually seen this. And it might sound crazy, but we live in some crazy times. So during crazy times calls for active measures. So I've seen people do that. See people, well, it might be a Friday or Saturday, and they'll be like, hey, we're gonna get together on Skype at 5 o'clock, and we're gonna have a drink, and we might even eat something. So the guy will pay for all the food, send it over to her address, and send his order to his address. They'll get on Skype, Zoom, and eat and talk, and so they might have like an hour and a half or two just to do that. I've seen that. And then you have some people will meet up in an someplace open in public. No restaurant, no bar, no place where it's closed in with a roof on top. You might go to some place where it could be a patio, but it's an open patio though. There's no walls. I've seen people do that. I've seen people say, hey, let's meet to the park. Let's meet at the park. And they'll have like kind of like a semi picnic or whatever. So you bring a bottle, I bring a bottle, whatever y'all want to drink, whatever you want to eat or whatever. Y'all meet in the park. Y'all meet at an open patio with not a lot of people. A lot of restaurants are doing that. where I live, they'll have the patio open, but the inside is closed. So you can't sit down inside at the tables inside. You can sit down outside. Now a lot of people don't like that, being outside, because it's hot. It's hot down here. But some people are cool with that. Because it's outside. I'm not closed in. I'm not, because you have to realize if you're inside with a bunch of people, you're putting yourself at a higher risk of getting sick. But if you're outside, it's almost impossible to catch anything. It's almost impossible. Do your own research, but it's almost impossible if you're outside. Unless you hugging somebody or hugging a bunch of people outside or something like that. But if you're outside standing up talking to somebody, it's almost impossible, really. So this is what a lot of people are doing, man. They're meeting up. If they meet outside, they're meeting out in an open space where it's not a lot of people, just the two of them, or very small group of people. People are doing meetups outside, meetup groups outside now. They're not meeting up in like a restaurant or bar or something like that is normal. They'll meet up like the park or some place where people can easily meet up without being in a closed space. And the best thing about this is people are taking things slow now. They're being very cautious and conscious of what's going on and who they're meeting. They're paying attention. They should have been doing that in the first place. Because, a lot of people are reckless out here. They've been reckless out here. A lot of people, as soon as they meet somebody, they want to do everything with a person. First date. And I don't necessarily recommend that. You should have been precautious before something happens. But, most of us, something has to happen before we tighten up. Before we get our shit together, so to speak. It shouldn't be that way, but that's how it is. Now, there's some people out here that's still doing their thing. They ain't changing nothing, right? But hey, let them do their thing. But I would say most women that I've come in contact with, for the most part, they want to take things slow. They want to get to know you. They want to get to know you as a person, and that's a great thing. That way, you won't waste your time, you won't waste her time, and it's less money. You won't have to go anywhere. Go to the restaurant like a lot of people like doing. You won't be spending money on around somebody that you don't even like. That's a good thing. People are they're paying attention to the other person more now because they're afraid of catching the virus. So if people are afraid, they have their guard up and they're more cautious of who they're thinking about laying up with. Now she might be attracted to you, but at the same time, she wants to get to know you much better. She wants to get close to you much slower. Now if it was normal circumstance, you probably would have hit that a long time ago. But being that we're in these times, you gotta have to take your time. You're gonna have to talk a little bit more. You're gonna have to kind of feel her out a bit. You know what I'm saying? Like there's some women they might wanna move fast. But in her mind, she said, "Oh, I'm gonna take it slow, though." You know, yeah. If she moves too fast, that will make her uncomfortable. Might even make you uncomfortable. You know, this is the mind of a woman. You know, but in your mind, you might be thinking something different. But you know, you just have to talk a little bit more. You have to be more cautious and more aware of what you do and how you meet. And you're gonna have to lead. You have to use your leadership skills. If you don't have them, you can develop leadership skills. You know, because a lot of women are afraid. So when they're afraid, that's where you come in as a man. You can't leave that up to a woman. No. No. Women are scared to death out here. You have to come in and be like, okay, this is what we're going to do on this day and this time. And if she's feeling you, she'll be like, okay. If she ain't really feeling you like that, she'd be like, no. That's okay too. Keep it moving. You know, what she won't do, someone else will. So, this is what I've been seeing that's been going on in these streets. Like the video, share the video, check out my book, Love Can't Wait, which can be found on Amazon.com. Tell me what you've been doing lately. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.